It's the big one, guys. Today is the big one. The one we've all been waiting for, right? I'm sure we've all just been edge of our seats for the last 4 months, 5 months that it's taken me to get through this March to October, but it's time for the World Series. Chicago Cubs taking on the Texas Rangers. How we doing, guys? The dedication and loyalty is off the charts right now. What's up, Toxic and Chops? I almost combined your names. What's up also to the lurkers here too? How are we all doing today? I see Toxic, you're playing, I'm assuming that means Battlefront 2. Chops is playing Borderlands 2. You know what? I just realized, should I not be using this mug right here on a Cubs stream? Maybe should have thought of that. Dizzle's here. You haven't seen any other episodes, so this is a great one to start with. Oh yeah, Toxic, I missed your message before about the White Sox theme team. It'll be here because I haven't done anything with it yet in season 2. Season 2 has not been a good year or a good season on my channel. I just kind of things got away from me. I don't really know how. I don't really know what happened, but the posting slowed down big time, and I'm looking to bring that back. The last Cubs stream, honestly, I felt like something clicked. I don't know what it was, but like, I don't know. It just felt like, okay, this was a good stream. I felt good throughout. So even when I was gone on vacation, I wanted to get back and stream. If you guys missed it, well, not if you missed it, it just came out not even 2 hours ago. But if you haven't seen, I posted the next episode of Pack Attack and announced that Pack Attack week is starting early. So we're having a new episode of Pack Attack every single day until season 2 ends. So there's also stuff I want to fit in. We got to do the White Sox theme team stream. We have a couple more episodes of the Sox March to October that I just didn't get to editing in time before I left on my trip. And now we have Cubs March to October. So things are looking good. I'm excited. Oh yeah, and NIU Dynasty. Toxic, you're right. I want to edit that. I still want to edit that first stream into a video, and I'll see what I can do with that. I'm still not 100% sure that I want to like turn it into a big like series or anything, but I want to at least give it a try, maybe edit a couple episodes and see how it does. So I probably won't be doing the next NIU stream until that last one comes out as a video. Don't 100% know when that'll be, but hopefully not too long. Okay, what have I missed? Because you guys were saying some things and I missed some things. Toxic, you said you haven't been paying attention to the show. I feel like they've done some good things the last couple months. And Dizzle, you're saying the same thing. Game's been so boring. You've fallen behind on my White Sox and Pack Attack series because of having no passion for the game. I don't blame you, and I do. I mean, obviously I feel the same way because I've fallen off of posting as consistently as I'd like to. I've done what, like eight or 9 episodes of Pack Attack in the last 2-3 months. And yeah, like I also said, you haven't missed anything with the White Sox series because there literally has been no White Sox, or no, you're probably talking Pack Attack. Never mind, my bad. Jeff, you're sick of MLB. Well, you're stuck with MLB today. And Toxic, I'm not surprised by that. I've been not buying Madden for, this is the 4th year now, and I want to, man. I want to get an NFL game again because that was always right up there with MLB for me. Like, I'd play MLB until Madden comes out, then Madden would be my main game for a couple months, and it's just, oh, it's bad. It's been so bad for so long. No, I'm not going to, Toxic. I am not. I wanted to, like I said, I want to, and I was almost thinking this was going to be the year. Like, I should get it again. I've been missing it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. All right, let's get over to the game screen here. Let's get things going here with the Cubs March to October. I completely lost my train of thought. I had something I wanted to say, is gone. But let's just check in real quick on how the postseason has been going, just refamiliarize ourselves, because we are in the World Series. We've had a good path to the World Series. Second seed going into the playoffs in the NL. We took down Philly, and then we took down the Dodgers in the NLCS in 6 games. So they gave me a little bit of competition there. And we're taking on the Rangers. Texas is going for their back-to-back championships. They won last year in real life. Now they're going for a title now. And us as the Cubs, we are trying to make it 8 years instead of 108 years in between World Series rings. So that's the story going into this one. And we've had... That's not the screen I wanted to go to. I feel like we've had... I don't know. It's one of those postseasons where, like, no one player... Well, maybe Bellinger. I was going to say no one player is really standing out. It kind of feels like everybody's making their contributions. But Bellinger's kind of gone off. 5 home runs for him in 40 at-bats, 275 average. Miguel Amaya, after not being the starter all season, batting .313 now in the postseason. We've had some performances. What about pitching? This is also to refamiliarize myself with it, because I don't 100% remember everything that's gone down. I mean, we've had some good pitching from our starters, Hendricks, Steele, and Cam Sanders, all with... I mean, Hendricks literally doesn't have an ERA. The rest of these guys not so great, but they've pitched the least, so that's fine. Bullpen has been solid, I would say. Just maybe avoid Shelby Miller. Yeah, Hendricks 0 ERA. I mean, he was good in the regular season too. 206 strikeouts, 332 ERA for the guy. His overall went up. I think that's about it though. I think we're good here. Let's take a look at the Rangers though. We got to know what we're up against. I like seeing this matchup. I like facing a team that's not the Yankees or the Astros in the World Series. So what do we got here from Texas? This actually looks like a really solid lineup. Everybody over an 80 overall. Leody Taveras is the lowest one. Seager's insane. Adolis has some pop. I mean, yeah, this is going to be a tough offense to face, guys. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know how in-depth I want to go here, but we can take a look at what we got here. Just like real quick, what everybody's done. You know what? Actually, this is a weird thing that I was noticing with the was it the White Sox? I think it was the White Sox last season. But every opponent I faced had their worst hitter in the 2-hole. I don't really understand what the thought process is there, but it looks like again the Rangers are doing that. Seager hit 52 home runs, so this is what we got to contend with here. 52 bombs for Corey Seager with a .336 average. Didn't even strike out 100 times. Adolis with 35. I'm surprised. Okay, I guess Lowe's power isn't that great, but 20 bombs from him. His average wasn't as high as I would think it'd be either. Marcus Semien almost hitting 30. Josh Young, 24. Ezekiel Duran with some pop. Okay, Jonah Heim. This is, yeah. I mean, we knew it by the ratings. This is a tough team. Did Seager triple crown? I don't know if there's a way to know that, because we can't look at regular season league leaders here. It's just the postseason stats. March to October doesn't do a good job of keeping track of that. Honestly, though, I don't even know if franchise mode does a good job of keeping track of that once you move into the playoffs like this. Definitely something that I would like more out of MLB this year. I mean, I feel like baseball more than anything is like so stat driven. So I feel like this game, I mean, one of the many things they could fix in franchise and March to October would be better, like stat record keeping, I guess. We can check in franchise after I win this. See, I don't even know if it would tell me there. I really don't know if you can go back and look at regular season league leaders, unless maybe once you get into the off season. I don't know. We'll see. But actually, that reminds me, another thing I wanted to mention. I'm not planning on picking a new March to October team yet. Like after this is over, after we finish today, just because I don't fully know what I want to do like moving forward with March to October's live. So I mean, I'm not saying I'm not doing it. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I don't know what I want to do yet. So because of that, I'm not gonna pick a new team. I'm not gonna rush to do that. But what do the Rangers look like pitching? I'm assuming this is just how their rotation has fallen. So John Gray's getting the game one start. They got DeGrom and Eovaldi. Scherzer, man, I thought he was just off the team. I didn't notice he was over here. He's down to a 73 overall, and regression has destroyed him. He didn't even have that bad of a year. 4.13 ERA. Kind of crazy. Their bullpen doesn't look good though, right? Like this is not scary at all. 4 guys in the 60s with Robertson. They got a rookie here that's just another long reliever. They got Scherzer, who's, we saw what he's doing. Josh Sborz, 3-pitch guy, no sinker or anything. Really, the only one that could be tough is Leclerc, and even him, I mean, we're not going to see him unless we're losing in the ninth inning. So it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be all offense between these two teams, even though it doesn't quite look like that here in game one. We've got, you guys can see it. We've got a 2-1 lead in the top of the 6th inning. We got to get out of a little bit of a jam, though. They've got runners on first and second. Now that I've had one more sip of coffee, we're ready to go. Let's get into it. World Series time. Let's, forgot to turn this music down just slightly there, but there we go. I think all my audio and volume settings are good. I just know I messed around with them a bit in the NIU college football stream, so if anything needs to be turned up or turned down, just let me know. And speaking of college football, are we still playing it? Because I feel like I'm seeing people saying, oh, nobody's playing this game anymore, but also people are saying Madden's terrible. So like, what are we playing? Have we fallen off of college football and now we're just not playing any football games? Because literally the only college football I've played is that one NIU stream. Not that I don't like the game, it's just, I don't know. Kind of saving it for when I stream, I guess. Madden is like generationally bad this year. Good. Like, I hate to say good because, people spent their money on it and you want them to have fun. But I was also seeing that apparently, like, this is the year that the NFL is going to be, like, deciding on continuing the exclusive license for Madden. So, like, if this is going to be a generationally bad year for Madden, that's a good thing. And then hopefully they open up the license. Maybe we get an SDS football game. You're not in on it like you were, but you're still rebuilding the UT, your hometown of Toledo. Okay. Anybody play Ultimate Team? On either one, I guess. I don't know. Because that was a lot of what soured me on Madden the last couple years I played it. It just felt like Ultimate Team was getting worse and worse. And I enjoyed Ultimate Team. I enjoyed Diamond Dynasty. I enjoy those types of modes, but Ultimate Team got a little bit out of hand. What do we have, though, today? Steele is still in the game. Enough energy to keep going with 88 pitches thrown. I gotta, I'll leave myself there for now while we're looking at this screen. We've given up a bomb to Josh Young, which makes sense because he destroys lefties. On our side, it's a Nico Horner home run. He's also doubled. Dansby has a triple. Okay. Justin Steele's punched out 7 5 2/3. Do I want to leave Steele in the game, though? We've got a Jonah Heim up. It's his clutch rating, so that doesn't really matter, and his power is basically the same. I could just leave Steele in. I could bring in literally anybody else, though, too. You played a little in college football, and it's fun. It's just challenges are head-to-head and very pay-to-win unless you grind your life away. Yeah. like I said, that's why I kind of soured on Madden. It's just insanely pay to win. It is insane how pay to win Ultimate Team has become. I think I want to stick with Steel. Let's leave our ace in. Oh, you know what? I happened to glance over. Apparently, some of you guys are going to get an ad. I forgot I turned that on, but maybe I'll wait a couple extra seconds just in case. I mean, there's only 4 of us here. Maybe I shouldn't be playing ads. Everything's becoming pay to win. Yeah. Unfortunately. I mean, I feel like MLB was always kind of like our bastion of hope, that it wasn't like fully diving in to the pay to win structure. And then this year, at the start of it at least, it was a little bit more pay to win. A lot of new cards and packs. I will say the last month has gotten a lot better. But who knows? There's, you know, people saying that it's just because now the focus is off MLB. So they just wanted to make their money when they could, and now that, you know, there's other games, I don't know. I don't want MLB to turn into Madden. I would be curious if EA brought back like MVP baseball or something and they made a baseball Ultimate Team. I'd be curious to see how it's structured. I'm not saying like it'd be better, because it probably wouldn't be. It'd probably be terrible. It'd be pay to win because it's EA. I'd just be curious how they do it. Because, like, Ultimate Team is so different than Diamond Dynasty. Okay, Steel. We're not really getting any chases here. I'm just going to go up and away. Blow it past him here. Okay. Can't put him away, man. We can't put him away. This actually, I don't like this pitch. Or he's just going to be another foul ball. Sure. Maybe we can get some weak contact on the ground, or he'll strike out on that one. Okay. That might be the end of Steele's day, but he finishes strong. Man, I just... oh, that was not good. Actually, maybe that's really good? Oh my god, that's insanely good. That's going to be a triple. And if that is a triple, which it is, that's going to put Nico Horner a single away from a postseason cycle, if I remember right. Because he had that home run, he had the double, it was Dansby with the triple, but now Nico's got one. He's going to hit for the cycle today. I think with that, actually, he's guaranteed one more at bat. Yeah, earned. Phenomenal hitting. Totally earned it. It was 100% not a check swing attempt or anything. I feel like I was starting to say something before that just phenomenal exhibition of my hitting prowess occurred. You've been playing WWE 2K24 so much. You got back into wrestling in like the last 6 months. Haven't watched since like 2018. It's a good time. It's a good time to get back into it. Ooh. Ooh. That's just because this is the first time playing today. That's the only reason I missed that one. And there we go. We'll take a walk. You know, that now that you mention it, Code Dizzle, I don't know if I've ever talked about WWE, but I'm a fan. I'll watch me some Monday Night Raw, some SmackDown. If my timeline's right, and it's been in the last like 6 months that you've gotten back into it, was that does that mean it was The Rock coming back that brought you back in? You haven't really been into it since they had Sting lose to Triple H at Mania. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I feel like it was one of those that was like, I mean, I was a little younger at the time, so like, you know, I wasn't as jaded, and I could just kind of enjoy things. But I feel like that was one of those that while I was watching, it was just like, it was fun. And then you kind of think back on it later. It's like, oh, yeah, no, that wasn't as good. You haven't missed a main roster show or PLE. Oh my God, I'm not hitting now. Since Royal Rumble, and it brought you back so much. Yes and no is more around the time. Just watching the Royal Rumble with your dad was like a nostalgic thing, but it's really good now. It really has. It's been, I mean, it's like a totally different thing than it was forever in just like the last year or so. That might, no, it's not gonna, because he made a diving play. All right, I thought we were gonna add on a run there. All right, I'm gonna take, yeah. I should have warmed somebody else up. That's what I said when we were looking at our stats, is I should avoid Shelby Miller. I saw he was warming up, and then I forgot to get somebody else going. And now we can't do the automatic warmed up thing. So we'll go Shelby Miller. Triple H is doing great, and it feels like every show's been an absolute banger of a match. I mean, I agree. It really, like, I was watching Raw last night, and there was just that random, well, maybe not random, because they were building towards it, but it was like early in the show, but not like the first thing. It was Sheamus versus Pete Dunne. That was like just a good one out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm kind of, I won't say I'm in the same boat as you when you said you fell off watching it and then got back into it, because I've always followed along, but I would think, or for me, I would say, like, it was after the COVID no crowd thing. Like, I watched all through that, and then it was like right when the crowds came back, for whatever reason, I just like, it's like I exhausted all of my wrestling watching, making it through that period, and it was like right when they came back is kind of when I fell off. Still watch like the pay-per-views or PLEs, and then I don't know, still followed along, but wasn't really watching week to week. Still don't really watch, like, I don't religiously watch every show, but I probably watch more than I don't. Sheamus wrestling with the broken hand. Yeah. Yeah. And then, what was it? The whole match was getting just stomped on and everything. But no, he's good to go. You went to Raw in June when they were promoting the McIntyre Priest match, and it was awesome. Dude, I haven't been to a show. That's the thing. I went, it was like, which this is going to be, it's like probably, if you ask wrestling fans, 2010 is probably like one of the worst eras. Like if you just ask somebody like, hey, what's the worst time to watch WWE, they would probably say around 2010. That's when I got into it, and it was like right away, the day after Christmas, I think it was, in 2010. Went to a show, and that was the only one I've ever been to. You didn't start watching until 2013. I'm getting bailed left and right here, guys. I mean, the triple from Nico Horner, and now getting hit on a pitch that I was absolutely fooled on. Oh, that's a good swing, though. Hap, we gotta run. Yeah, okay, and it is gonna leave. I knew it was gonna get down. I thought it had to get down. Ian Happ, though, coming through with the big swing. First homer of the postseason. I'm shocked he hasn't had one yet. That's a big one to extend the lead. You love WWE from the early 2000s till early mid 2010s. That's interesting. Because that would have been like right after, because everybody says the Attitude Era is like the best time ever. But you seem like you got into it right after that. I was not alive yet when that was happening, so I don't know. How old were you guys when you first got into watching WWE? Just out of curiosity. Because I feel like a lot of people, for them, it was like, oh, I was like, 5 or something like that. But for me, I was like, I think I was 11. You were born in 95, so yeah. I guess you were a bit too young to watch it in the late 90s like that. You were 6. You're only 16 now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It feels like so many people got into it when you were like young, but like for me, I was already double digits. I was 11. I already knew the ins and outs. I knew the secrets. I knew what was going on, and I still was able to buy in. That was such a bad swing. When it felt young and real, like that's what I'm saying though. Is like I already knew it wasn't, you know, real. It was scripted and all that, but I still just kind of, I don't know. It was just entertaining. I remember before I even like knew what pro wrestling was, and I just knew, like, you hear pro wrestling and people go, oh, it's fake, and that's like all I knew about it. And I couldn't wrap my head around that, because I was like, people wrestle in college. It's like on these mats with the circle and all that, and it's like a sport. But then when you move on to the pros, because, you know, my mindset is still like, you know, you play college, then you move to the pros. So I'm like, then when you move to the pros of wrestling, now you're dressing up in costumes, wrestling in a ring, and it's fake. I didn't understand it. Dude, now that we're facing the bullpen, this is where the runs should start happening for sure.
There's a strike. Good heater at 98. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he.
And, you know, actually, Dizzle, you said you were playing 2K24, right? WWE? That's how this all got started? Because I've never played that one. I haven't played the newest one. I think the most recent one I have is 22, but that one's kind of fun to pick up from time to time. Okay, wait, this is a big one. This is Nico Horner up again. We got to get a base hit with him. And we're not going to. Oh my god, what am I swinging at? The biggest at bat of the season, probably, trying to hit for the cycle, and I'm swinging at a first pitch out of the zone. Terrible. Sorry, hang on. I feel like I wanted to try these mid-roll ad things again, and there's the option to let it handle it itself, and I picked conservative, so it's not supposed to show too many ads. And I've already glanced over like 3 times and seen it say that it's about to play an ad. I don't want you guys to be interrupted watching every, you know, 10 minutes or so. It's not what I'm trying to do. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess let me know if it's annoying. I guess I'm still going with Shelby Miller. Let's not hang our slider like that, please. You're playing 2K24 right now, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I just don't know if I can, like, the yearly cycle for wrestling games. I don't know if that's one that I could, you know, buy into like every year. It feels like that's not how it should be structured, you know what I mean? But I feel like they've been pretty good the last couple of years from what I've seen. They've been fun. Me and my brother, we kind of enjoy just like, it's so stupid, but we'll like change wrestlers' attires just random things, and just kind of watch their entrance and laugh at them when they're all dressed up stupid. It's such a dumb thing, and I'm 25 years old, but it makes me laugh. I can't help it. The whole Lesnar ending the streak thing kind of broke your spirits, and it just went downhill. Man, that was a moment. That was, I still remember, like, like I said, I had only just gotten into wrestling in late 2010. So it was the 2 Triple H matches, the CM Punk match, and then the Undertaker match. So I'd only seen 3 Undertaker wins them all matches. But you're still conditioned, like you hear the hand hit the mat twice, you know it's not going to happen the 3rd time, and then all of a sudden it happened the 3rd time. That was insane. I mean, you know, like you said, hard to watch and all that, and people go back and think, oh, should that have happened? Was that the right thing to do? But purely for the moment, incredible. There we go, Dansby. He's having himself a nice day too. Ashley's here. How's it going, Ashley? You missed the start. You're playing Wukong. I have not heard of that game until this morning. I saw it like trending on Twitter, and I still don't know what it is actually. But I know of it now. So enlighten me. What's Wukong? Where'd this come from? Wait, I gotta warm up. Gotta warm up our closer. The yes movement was pretty cool though. Yeah, that was a good time. That was the same show, right? It's kind of crazy how they took everybody like way down to the low of the Undertaker losing in the streak and all that, and then able to bring them all the way back up for the Daniel Bryan ending. Supposed to be another check swing, but we're up. We're up 3. We got 1 inning to go. I'm feeling all right. You feel like Brock didn't need to be pushed and break the streak? He was already over as a dominant force. Should have never ended it. I can't necessarily say you're wrong, but I don't know. I feel like you think back to around that time, and it's like, I don't know, because you try and pick other people who it could have worked for, and it's always tough. And then there's some people that just say it should have never been broken, and I don't disagree with that either. It's very good. It's about a Chinese mythology, and you play as Wukong, the Monkey King. I keep striking out, man. I'm making like a good swing and then making a swing that I'm not even making contact with the ball. This is weird. The graphics and gameplay are amazing. I'll have to look into it. I don't know. I haven't been the kind of person who really plays a wide variety of games, even though I'd like to think of myself as doing that, but I don't. But I should. Which actually, speaking of, I know I've talked a few times in some other streams how I want to like get into video game collecting, and I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But when I was on my trip, I went to like flea market vendors selling items and stuff, and I was like, oh, if I want to get into game collecting, I'm excited to see if anybody's selling some games. There's only one guy. There was like hundreds of vendors there, and there's only one guy who had like 2 bins of games, maybe like 50 to 100 games in them, and that was it in the entire place. There's another strikeout. I did get a game though, not even one that I really know much about. I only got it because I like Red Dead Redemption 2, but I have it right here. Red Dead Revolver for the PS2. I don't know. It was $5. It was a name I recognized, and I'm like, you know what? I like Red Dead 2, so let's see. Let's start this video game collecting journey. The heist of the century was so crazy you lost your voice for a couple days from it. Were you like there? Or were you just going crazy at home? Never heard of that. Played the other 2. Yeah, it's always like the forgotten one, but it came out first. And I don't know. I don't know the full story behind it. I just know it's a Rockstar game, and like I said, I really like Red Dead 2, one of my favorite games of all time. And it was like the only game I recognized. The only other game that this guy had that caught my eye at all was GTA Vice City, and I would have gotten it, but it wasn't in a case, so I decided not to. But still, it was only $5. Like the whole tub, any game you wanted was only $5, so I kind of feel like I should have. Just a massive Rollins fan in your living room. Dude, he's had some good matches, some good moments. Still going. Well, maybe not super recently. Didn't they just write him off again? I don't know. I didn't watch the last couple weeks of Raw, but then I watched yesterday, and I know something happened with him. Red Dead 2 is so good, so emotional. Who we talking about, Victor? Who's the new viewer here? I feel like I recognize everybody. Bronson Reed practically murdered him, hit him with 6 tsunamis. Okay, I thought I saw that. I just wasn't sure. I don't know. I was kind of confused because I was like catching up on Twitter, and it was like a Drew McIntyre CM Punk thing, and Rollins was part of it, and then all of a sudden it was like Bronson Reed. So I didn't know if it was a match or what exactly happened. But yeah, Ashley, Red Dead 2 is one of my favorite games. I feel like I can't put it, as much as I'd like to put it like at the top or right near the top, I feel like I can't, because I've never been able to like play through the whole thing. Not necessarily uninterrupted, but just like without taking a long break. Like the first time I played through Red Dead 2, I don't know, I played like the first chapter and then didn't play for a couple weeks, and then played the next couple chapters and didn't play for a couple weeks. So I just like, it never can fully hold my attention. We got a game 1 win though. We've been talking about everything except what's actually happening on screen, and we're still picking up wins. 3 to go for a World Series title. You just watched or rewatched the Brewers March to October is probably your fave. Were you saying that months ago? Or is that now 2 people who've told me that's their favorite? Because I find that interesting, just because I feel like I look back at that one and don't think it was one of my best. But it's good to see that people enjoy it. Rollins and Punk were smack talking. Drew came out and made it about him. Then Punk chased Drew away, and Rollins got sneak attacked. Okay. I'm having fun, guys. We haven't talked WWE like ever. I'm into this. Oh, okay. I look back now what you said, Victor. You didn't recognize Ashley. But yeah, Ashley's popped in a few times. When I stream early, why am I don't know. I completely zoned out just then for like the last 10 seconds or so. It's like I almost forgot I was streaming. What are we doing? We're playing the Cubs March to October. All right. It's like the same situation. We're up 1, top of the 6th, runners on first and second, except we have 1 out instead of 2 outs this time. I think we're just good to hop in. Why not? We got Kyle Hendricks out there this time. He gave up his first 2 runs, though, of the playoffs, and they were in this inning, so it's probably going to be time to take him out. This year's White Sox March to October has been great, but it'll never live up to the Nats. You know what? I agree. I'm not going to lie. I agree with that. There was something about that Nats March to October last year that was just a lot of fun. Even if it was kind of ruined by me moving it to franchise. It was all because Bronson Reed told Pierce he needed more of an opportunity, and Pierce told him no, and he still taken it into his own hand. I've liked Bronson Reed too. I like the big dudes just smashing into each other. Him and Otis. I think I am gonna take out Hendricks here. He's given up 2. He's got 2 on, only 1 out. Mark Leiter Jr. is the one warming up. I'm good bringing him in. The savior himself, Mark Leiter Jr. He'll come in and, well, I guess this isn't a save, but he'll save this situation. When I read that message there, Ashley, when you said Spain played the best football in your opinion, I gotta remind myself where you're from, because I'm thinking when you said that, I'm like, Spain playing football? What are we talking about? But I got it. Will I ever do another short March to October like in previous MLBs? That was what this was supposed to be, which obviously it hasn't been, but I'm assuming you're talking about last year when I did, what was it, the Mets, Angels, and Padres, just the one season. That was what this was supposed to be, was I was going to do one season with the Cubs, then we move on to a different team, do one season with a different team, and my thought was to do, maybe 5 or more throughout the course of the year. Obviously, my streaming hasn't been consistent enough to do that, but that was the original thought. And I still don't know. We might still do some more March to October's live. It all just depends on if I can finally get streaming down and consistent. Okay, yeah, I didn't miss anything. You guys are just talking football, soccer. You vote the Padres? So yeah, if I do, I'll be spinning a wheel. Because I spun a wheel and picked this one randomly to do the Cubs. I don't remember which episode of the White Sox March to October that was in, but I remember I announced it in an episode of the Sox March to October, spun the wheel, saw we were doing the Cubs. But yeah, if we do another one, it'll be another wheel spin random team. You can't see anyone else's messages, so you're confused. Why can't you see anybody else's messages? Is that a me problem or is it a you problem? If Nico Horner gets another bloop base hit, oh my god, I thought he was gonna dive again. You problem, it's only showing yours. Okay, I know there's options, at least from what I can see, like above the chat. It says like top chat, live chat. Maybe you just need to switch that, although I don't know. Which I kind of wonder. It puts me on top chat by default. So I wonder if there's ever any messages that I'm missing not being on live chat. Oh, it happened to you, Chops, too? Okay. Maybe it's just YouTube being weird all of a sudden. Dude, I just can't stop striking out. I hit that home run with Ian Happ, and then I've done nothing but punch out since then in the last game. It's a good thing we have the lead. Yeah, I got to be more locked in to face DeGrom, though. DeGrom is one of the toughest pitchers for me to face, so I can't be distracted trying to face him, and now he's just dotting me up with the heat. Look at those two pitches. And then I'm way out in front of the curve. Oh, no. What has happened to my hitting? At least we have the lead. If I don't give anything up, we can still take a 2-0 series lead. You just assumed it was because of the ad. I don't want to hear ads causing trouble. It's going to make me want to turn them off. Maybe I should. Actually, I phrased that wrong. I do want to hear if ads are causing trouble, because then I will turn them off. I don't know. I don't really need to have mid-roll ads on. I like trying it from time to time just to see if there's anything anything I notice that's like, oh, this might be worthwhile to keep doing, but I don't know. You can never hit DeGrom, he annoys you so much. I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way. Although I feel like this year, when that 97 came out in Season 1, I didn't do as bad against him as I have in the past. But yeah, ever since that 99 DeGrom in MLB 21, if you remember that one, I don't know who's been playing since then or not, but yeah, there was a 99 DeGrom that came out at the All-Star break, and nobody could hit that card. It wasn't just me. Are we really not going to make this play, Nico Horner? Diamond fielder, and you can't get a good animation.
Perfect example right there.
That could be 2. Mark Leiter Jr. taking matters into his own hands. Look at this guy out there. He's just going to casually throw 2 innings now, or what? I guess an inning and 2/3. And he's making plays like that. Should I just leave him in for the rest of this game?
No issues right there. That's good practice paying off in the game and resulting in 2 big outs. Duran in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Not even close there. And that is ball 1.
You actually mashed against DeGrom in 21, but you haven't been able to hit him since? Interesting. Because, yeah, that was the year where he was the most difficult for me. Did he have a sinker that year? Or was it just a 2-seam and then they started giving him sinkers later? That was an unintentionally perfect pitch. Because of course it is. It's Mark Leiter Jr. taking matters into his own hands like he does. I probably should. We already got. Okay, no, we're good. We're good with Neris and Coulomb. There we go. Very early on the fastball, but we'll take it if that's how I can get it. It was 4-seam, 2-seam slider curve change, so there was no sinker, and I still had that much trouble hitting him. I don't think that's dropping in. I want to play some more ranked too. Just randomly thinking about it just now, but I don't know. I feel like I'm already setting myself up with a lot on my plate when it comes to finishing up season 2. Wanting to have a new episode of Pack Attack every day. Still wanting to keep the Sox March to October going at a good pace. But I want to just hop on stream and play some ranked sometimes. Just like no direction, no plan, just go live, play some ranked, and we'll see. You were on for a no-hitter in your March to October today. You got into inning 13 and still pitching with no stamina, and you got hit for a 2-run home run. That is ridiculous. That is so unfortunate. 13 innings trying to go for a no-hitter and your guys couldn't score for you. That's terrible. How many pitches were you at by then? Your manager would be getting fired, and he would never be hired in any position again, leaving somebody into the 13th inning. I don't care what kind of history you're going for. They put you in the inning, in the 7th inning. You were at 140. I'm actually surprised it was only 140. Especially once you got to the point with no stamina. I think that pitch count would just rocket up then. I need to be hitting that. That is a terrible slider to miss. Wow. That would have been a big swing. This is actually a huge at bat though. Good matchup. Bellinger up with 2 on. And that that was the pitch to do something on. Wow. Awful. Awful swing. Wait, I don't know if I want to leave Leiter in anymore. Well, he's only at 18 pitches. You know what? He's been going great. He's only at 18 pitches. His stamina's there. We've got an off day after this game. We're going to leave Mark Leiter Jr. in. If he can start finding the zone again. Maybe not. Maybe he can't find the zone anymore. Maybe he's done. Okay, yeah, he's done. If he could miss on that with how much of the par was in the zone and how little was out of it and he still missed, yeah, he's done, unfortunately. We'll go Hector Neris. Well, should I? We got Evan Carter up now. You know what? No, we're going to go Danny. Two lefties and a switch hitter due up. I don't have any other lefties, though. I guess we could just get Devin Williams up and ready then. Get him up early. just take my out then. Or not, or we won't get anybody out. Good job, defense. Good bunt coverage. I don't know. Could I have done something different there? Should I have not pressed circle, and should I have just ran at Carter with Bellinger at first? Yeah, Chops, I feel like that's kind of what I was thinking is... I remember playing the show, like, years ago, like a decade ago, and playing as a pitcher and Road to the Show. And my manager took me out in the middle of a no-hitter in, like, the 7th inning. It's just, it's interesting how they've come around to the other end of it. Now that in real life, managers are pulling their guys mid-no-hitter. Now the game wants to just leave you in out there to die. You're like 4 seasons in, your team is stacked. You were more angry that no one on your team hit a home run. Yeah, that's brutal. That's the worst part of it, because I'm assuming you lost the game, right? MLB 2K11 is the GOAT. I never had that one, but my brother did, because he was a 360 guy, so he couldn't get the show, and he got MLB 2K11. It looked fun, but it also looked a little bit more arcadey than I would like. Maybe he was just playing on a low difficulty or something, but I don't know. I've never really played those games. You got 3 snowflakes? That's terrible. Yeah, I didn't even think about it till just now, but I gotta watch what I say if I say anything about the Sox March to October. Really? We're not hitting our spots? But yeah, I gotta remind myself that I have 2 more episodes that I recorded before I went on vacation that I'm sitting on, and I just ran out of time to edit them. So like in my head, I'm like 2 episodes in front of where we actually are now, but you guys don't know what's happened in them. And the worst part is that was like over a week ago now. That was like a week and a half ago, so I can't even perfectly distinguish what happened in the episodes you guys saw and what you haven't seen yet. That's gonna give him the lead. I really thought I was gonna be able to get out of this inning, even with how it started. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We just gotta score. We've been scoring. We scored the last game. We put up 2. If we do that again, we still win. I know Simeon's weaker against lefties, so I'm sticking with Coulomb. And we're just not hitting our spots. Was that diveable, Chops? Or would I have just given up even more runs? I don't remember the red thing even popping up. Or maybe it did. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I was just playing it safe. Alright. 1 batter too late there, Danny. At least we keep it within 1. We don't let any more damage come across. We've still got 2 innings to do this. Anybody on our team can go deep, especially Patrick Wisdom, who we've got due up first. Yeah, maybe you're right. It is the World Series. But at the same time, if I dive and miss, now we're looking at being down 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Nope. Okay, they actually let me hold up. I didn't think they would on a pitch like that. This dude's got a 10-13 ERA I just saw. Yeah, I always tend to play it safe. Oh, I just missed that. Wisdom, buddy. Look at how hard he still hit that without me being on it. He just got way too under it. Okay, you're not letting me hold up on that one. Was I? Oh, I was under it. I was going to say, I felt like I was around on it, which I was. I gotta lock in. I'm locking in now, guys. We gotta win this game. We can't let this series get tied up. Trying to work the inside half here. It's not gonna happen. Nope, I don't need it. 3-1 count, that's fine. I'll take my strike. We're still alive. Oh, that... I thought it was just going to break enough to make it out of the zone. You know what? Maybe I thought it was the slurve. I think that's what happened. I thought it was the slurve. I thought it was going to break more. And now I'm too far under it with Dansby. All right, it's going to have to happen in the bottom of the ninth then if it's happening. All right, we don't want to leave Danny in against Josh Young. That I know for sure. I guess we, should I just go to Devin Williams? Nah, I'm not going to. Even though we have the off day, he's already a little not quite full energy. And if I use him again, he might not get back up to full by next game. Neris has been good. Ooh. Oh, come on, Josh. Chase a pitch here. I'm making some good ones. Oh, I thought that was going to get him. There we go. That one got him in on the hands with the heat. I mean, we're facing 7, 8, 9 here, but we looked at this team. There is no weak spot in this lineup, even if it is 7, 8, 9. Oh, Hap got a good break on it. Nice. We're there. One more, and we keep this at 1-run deficit. Oh, I want to get somebody on that splitter. Everybody's either taking it or fouling it off. It's fine. Waste pitch. There we go. Sinker. I think he was out in front of that. It was like a changeup. Gotta have somebody come through here. Who do we have up? Might be the bottom of the order. Yeah, it's 7, 8, 9 for us. And yeah, we're going to be facing Jose Leclerc, the one that we decided was the only threat in their bullpen. And this would be the only spot we see him in. Well, a good 119 average for Morel, but he has a homer today. I forgot to look at what happened in this game up to this point. Morel's got a bomb. This is his game. Make it 2. Oh, I was geared up for the heat. I don't need to be that geared up. He doesn't have outlier or anything. That pitch has been giving me all sorts of trouble today. I even had good timing. Okay, 3-2. I'm fine if he wants to be wild one more time. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Fouled it off. We're fighting. We're battling. Get through. Get through. There we go. All right. Okay. That works. We got the tying run on. He's got a little bit of speed. Should be enough to score on a ball in the gap or something. I might want to look into if we have a better matchup here. I know Amaya's been doing pretty solid in the postseason. But if we have a better matchup here, which we might, Michael Bush, I might do it. I might bring in Michael Bush here to pinch hit. Get the lefty in. We've got Jan Gomes on the bench who can catch. Michael Bush has not had an at-bat yet in the postseason, it seems. He's due. I'm winning this game, guys. I'm winning this game. Come on. That's a spot. Bob Ross painted, like you said earlier. Oh my God, he's painting again. He's painting the whole portrait. I didn't get around on it. Oh, that's brutal. That's terrible. That was a good pitch to hit too if I did get around on it. You're gonna have to go to sleep after this game. Well, hopefully I can end it for you on a good note with PCA. Man, if we had PCA up with nobody out, I'd probably bunt Morel over to second, but I don't want to give up that second out just to move a guy up to second base. That's fine. I'm fine taking that. All I would have done was beat it into the ground. Since when does Jose Leclerc have this kind of location, this pinpoint location? Look at the 2 strikes he's thrown in this at bat. And then he... I mean, I know I shouldn't be sitting here looking at strike 3 with an out in the 9th, down 1, but I don't know, I thought maybe I could take that, get a better pitch. Oh, and now it's an 0-2 count. There's no way I missed that, and I'm not going to get to see how everything went downhill after I so confidently said, oh, guys, I'm winning this game. We're bringing this one back. Terrible. Gave up 2 runs. Didn't score any myself. That is one of the worst. That's one of the worst March to October performances you can have. Sorry, Ashley, you had to end it on that note, but hopefully we can bring it back.
I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all the way to the last out of the final game mode.
Thanks, Ashley. Your good luck wishes are what's going to get us through this. I mean, we'll be fine. Like you said, Chops, just bounce back. We'll be fine. We haven't swept a series in this playoff run. So why start now, right? Oh, and this time we're going in down 1. Every game so far now, the first 3 games, the away team has been down a run. I don't see any reason to not just hop right into it, so let's go. We've got Evaldi out there, Nico Horner back up at the plate. We've scored both runs. Did that say this inning or was it the last inning? I already forget. Let's just go. Let's skip the cinematics. Let's get into the game. I gotta bring things around after that terrible performance. What do we have here? We only have 2 hits. And it's a Bellinger home run and PCA got a hit. All right. Cam Sanders out there. Quality start to this point. We'll see what he's got left. Yeah, I'm good with that. See what we can do against Nate Eovaldi here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Josh Spores appears to be getting loose. Robertson getting cranked up as well.
You know, it's kind of funny. I just kind of had the realization that with this World Series we're playing right now, this is the 3rd March to October World Series on the channel so far in MLB 24, and we've only seen 3 different teams. Because it was Sox Cubs in year 1 of the Sox March to October. Year 2 was Sox Why was I starting to say that so confidently, that it was Sox Rangers in the World Series? How dumb can you be? Never mind what I was saying. See, that's the one unfortunate part about live streaming. If I said something that stupid in a video, I just edit it out. Why can't I remember then who we faced in the last World Series with the Sox? Was it just the Dodgers? Is that all it was? The boring Dodgers matchup? We definitely faced the Rangers. It would have had to be earlier in the playoffs then. Oh, is that it for him? Okay, 1 batter, draw a walk, knock him out of the game, get to that bullpen. Apparently we haven't done anything against Jonathan Hernandez, though. I mean, we've seen him every game, I think. I think he pitched last game. You know what? Maybe this isn't smart. I'm going to try and make something happen, though. 88 stealing. Let's try and move him up to second here. It's a pretty decent jump. And we're in. Okay. It was an off-speed pitch. I was relying on that. Better throw might have had him, though. I mean, we gotta like move him over to third now, and that would have been a good pitch to do it on if I hit it the other way. I also hate stealing chops. I've been trying to do it a little bit more and more here and there. But yeah, it's nerve-wracking. That's gonna get us up to third, right? 74 speed. Yeah, we're in there. Nice and easy there. That's exactly what we needed to have happen. Make something happen on the bases with the speed. Move them up to third. Now we're another fly ball away from tying this game. You love stealing. You'll do it with fast runners that have no steal. Stealing just always finds a way to go wrong for me. Like, I'll play against the CPU here on March to October. They will do 0 slide steps, 0 pickoffs the entire game, and then the time I try and steal, it's like they'll read my inputs, they'll do a slide step, or online I'll get that weird like glitch thing where the runner just stops running for a second. Don't like that we started this AB though, going down 0-2. Gotta make contact here. And then I don't make contact. I was even contact swing, especially with 2 strikes there. That was just a bad pitch to swing at. Now it's all down to Amaya. Well, now I'm curious, Victor. What difficulty do you play on? Because when I play Conquest and Diamond Dynasty, I like to keep it on Veteran. But I'm the same way on Veteran. I steal all the time, and it's almost a guarantee that you're in there. Like I never get thrown out on veteran, but legend is a little bit different. That might do it. All right, Miguel Amaya. Way to come through there. Proving me wrong for pinch hitting for him last game. Never again. Dynamic, which usually hovers you between Hall of Fame and Legend. Okay. So you just must somehow know the key to stealing. Amaya's your guy. You're the one that said he should be starting over Gomez. Well, I guess you've been proven right, and that was a bad swing. You don't need to be swinging at that on the first pitch. We did our damage, though. We got our run. We tied it up. We still got 2 innings to go. Or 2.5. Is there a way... I don't know how many of you guys use dynamic, or if it's just Victor. Is there a way to, like, set your starting difficulty on that? Because... I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not really proving that today because it's not like I'm playing that great, but sometimes it feels like Legend isn't enough of a challenge. And I hear about like Legend Plus, or like you said, Hall of Fame Plus, and I feel like the only way you can get there is through dynamic. You can set it to Legend. I don't know how then. Just sucks you can't set it to a plus difficulty to start. See, that's the thing is I want to like just start. I want to like turn it to dynamic and just start on Legend and then work my way up to plus if I can. But I don't know. I feel like I tried it and it just like when you start dynamic, it just puts you on beginner and you have to work your way all the way up. Didn't even really think twice about it, but I guess we're just still going Cam Sanders here. And PCA's going to run that down because that's the value he brings to the team. Wait, did I say Gomez? Toxic? Did I mess that up? I'm a fool. Okay, Cam Sanders looking good. Looking real good. No, I get it. I get it, Toxic. I get it. I misspeak all the time and I won't even realize it. So like feel free to call me out whenever if I say something that doesn't make sense, because chances are I meant to say something else. I might need to switch from competitive to simulation or vice versa to get the option, but pitching should be a cakewalk to get up to Legend Plus. Yeah, that's what I've felt is like pitching sometimes just feels a little bit too easy, even on Legend. Hitting like you said is a different story. It can fluctuate. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes it feels like I need more of a risk to pitching. Like I need to be punished more if I make a mistake, and it just doesn't really feel like the CPU does that enough. I don't know. I feel so smug sitting here saying, "Oh, Legend's too easy." Like that's not what I'm trying to say. It's just like I don't know. I enjoy being challenged. And, I mean, obviously, I'm not playing that great today, so I'm being challenged enough. Also, I don't really know how easy it is to change difficulty in March to October. Like, I feel like once you're in it, you're set. Unless you bump it down, which I don't want to do. I don't know. I remember I had the idea a couple years ago and I never did it, and I don't know if I want to because it might be miserable. But I thought of starting like a road to the show and bumping all the sliders to make it even more difficult, like turning up the pitch speeds all the way up, turning down the timing windows, and just all sorts of things like that. Make the game like as impossibly difficult as possible, and just see if I can do anything in a road to the show. So I don't know, would you guys watch that? Or would it... Oh, hang on. Cody Bellinger's giving us the lead. Lefty, turning on the fastball. That's his 7th home run of the postseason. I think 2nd of the game. Right? This was the game where he had already hit one? Look at Cody B. Putting on a show. That was out of nowhere. I wasn't even paying full attention. I was talking about something else, and Cody Bellinger putting us on the board. I gotta get Devin Williams warming up. Oh, is the hitting coming back to me? Is the hitting coming back to me now? We go deep. Patrick Wisdom's getting a hit. I gotta get Devin Williams up now. Adbert can sit down.
Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series. And now, Nico Horner. First pitch doesn't find the...
Is that Rubber Duck? Is that what I'm seeing here? Rubber Duck's back? Maybe that's why I all of a sudden started hitting. Rubber Duck's here bringing the luck. Get a genie and ask him to make me slightly worse at the game. That would be the easier option, like you said. That's the most logical. Maybe if I rub that old PS2 copy of Red Dead Revolver, maybe that works like the old lamp, and I'll get a genie out of it. I am just not seeing those borderline pitches today. Even if my hitting was starting to pick up, my eye is not. That's a bad take. But we have the lead. All we got to do is hang on to it. I think we got to take Cam Sanders out, though. We'll go to our setup guy. We'll go to Hector. 5 1/3 scoreless innings so far in this playoff run. Crazy that nobody's ever found the answer to that one, Rubber Duck. Question's been being asked for centuries. Nobody knows. They came close, though. I think it was Geico. They came very close to finding out. I just tried to press R1. Hector Neris has no R1 pitch. You guys would have never known if I didn't admit it. Now I feel ashamed. You were shoveling wing in your pie hole. I like that. I like that phrasing. Shoveling wing. All right, Hector Neris, scoreless. Can I say Sally sells seashells by the seashore? I don't think so. That road to the show idea sounds cool. Okay, I mean, hey, I'll keep it in mind then. That'd be one of those things also that I would just need to actually start streaming, which I've been saying ever since I started streaming. I gotta actually be consistent, stream like every day, and then we can start doing things like that. But who knows? That might be miserable. I might do one stream, go hitless and like 50 ABs, and never want to do it again. Stealing really just comes down to taking the extra step, and with a good jump, you can have like 60 speed and be almost unstoppable. Yeah, it's the extra step though. Like I said, I feel like if you do that, especially the time you're stealing the CPU, it's like they know, and then they try and pick me off. Am I gonna watch Happy Gilmore 2? I would plan on it. I'd be going into it knowing I'd probably be disappointed, because Happy Gilmore 1 is legitimately one of my favorite movies of all time. And I don't know, man. I feel like comedy movie sequels don't always have a good track record, especially when it comes so long after the first one. Oh, I thought I actually put a good swing on that. Little late. We might just have to live with a one-run lead, but we have Devin Williams. They're filming it from September to November. Are you in the know? Do you have a role on set there, Rubber Duck? Are you my insider for the information?
Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Two down, nobody on.
Yeah, I don't know. As much as I want to say, you know, I'm like looking forward to a Happy Gilmore 2, my expectations would be so low for that. So, I mean, in one way, it's probably a good thing, because if my expectations are low, it wouldn't take much to exceed it. But yeah, man, like Paul Blart, Mall Cop, first one, incredible movie. Also up there is one of my favorites of all time. Paul Blart 2, Did I really? How many times have I struck out this stream, guys? Is anybody keeping count? Because it's bad. You actually were there for an open call for extras? Okay, I was kind of joking, but we got inside information here. September's soon. Why am I not bringing in? You know what? No, that's strategy. We steal strike one and then bring in our closer. Obviously. I mean, I don't know why the real MLB managers don't pick up on that. Code Dizzle, you're heading out. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. Don't forget, if you wanna see how this finishes, it'll be up on the stream channel, the stream replay channel, or you can just find your way to that unlisted live stream playlist, and it'll be there too. Yeah, I was just saving his arm one more pitch. It was also, you know, it's Corey Seager. It's their number one hitter. It just throws him off that little bit extra, right? All right, see you, Code Dizzle. Again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting some WWE with me. I don't want to go down 3-0 again. I don't want to give him something easy to hit. That was actually a better spot than I probably placed it in. I mean, they're not hitting him, but they're also not swinging when it's a little bit off the plate. And yep, we put him on. Whopper sounds pretty good right now. Does it? I don't know. I've never been a big Burger King guy. You did miss some WWE discussion, Jay. A little bit ago. He just left, but Code Dizzle mentioned he's been playing WWE 2K, and it made me realize that I've never told you guys that I watch me some wrestling. You're eating dinner while watching your favorite streamer? Who's live? Who's live right now? Who's your favorite streamer? Because surely you're not talking about me. You gotta actually stream to be considered a streamer. Your wings didn't hit the spot. You know, I should acknowledge that we just won the game. I struck him out. We won the game, and I immediately just wanted to talk wings with chops. But, there we go. 2-1 series lead for the Cubs. We went on the road, took a game just like they did to us. You're a huge fan. I'm assuming you're talking about wrestling, and 2K24 is great. Yeah, I was saying I don't have that one. The most recent game I have is 2K22. But those games are always fun. So, Chops, what was wrong with these wings, man? How are we having wings that don't hit the spot? Because that doesn't make sense to me. My brain does not understand that statement. And Toxic, you're having eggs, waffles, and hash browns? You guys are going to make me start getting hungry. It's been a couple hours since I've eaten. We still got at least 2 more games to go too, so if you hear some noises, that's probably just my stomach rumbling. Alright, we've got a 2-2 tie this time. Basically the same spot we saw in games 1 or 2 on the bases with 2 on, 2 out. We're up though this time. So let's see if we can get things going right away. Take the lead immediately. You tried a new dry rub, just wasn't what you imagined. Okay, no, that's starting to make sense to me now. That's starting to make sense. I'm not the biggest fan of dry rub wings. Are we talking B-dubs? Somewhere else? Homemade? What do we got going on? And Rubber Duck, are you bringing in ice spice? Is that what this is? Alright, what do we got here? 2 runs on the board for each of us. Seiya and Morel have gone deep. That's our 2 runs. They don't have any bombs. So we're better. Jameson, Tyone, 8 punch outs. He's looking pretty good. Alright. Probably get to leave him in too. I just can't be missing that. Homemade with Louisiana Spice dry rub. I mean, when you put it that way, that sounds like it can't be bad. But it's a shame if it didn't hit the spot. That's not doing anything, is it? Oh, I almost got enough of that. Just a little bit more solid contact and we'd take the lead. Now we just got to do it all on our own. You'd recommend WWE 2K24 when I get around to getting it. You have every game from the Super Nintendo to now. That is awesome. I envy you. I was talking, I don't know when you got here, Jay, if your first message was when you first showed up to the stream, but I was talking a little earlier about how I've mentioned in the past that I want to get into collecting games, like older video games and stuff. And when I was on vacation, I went to a flea market, found a guy selling some games for $5 a piece, and didn't really have anything I was super interested in, but I kind of just wanted to get one just to get a game. So I bought Red Dead Revolver for the PS2. But the reason that I bring that up is the first thing that I kind of want to do collecting games is just get every single The Show game, because I don't have every single The Show game. So you having every wrestling game has me envious now. You forgot to say your braces got tightened about a week ago. Oh, but you're good now, right? Because yeah, you're having your big meal, your breakfast for dinner.
Guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
It wasn't bad. You just were anticipating a different palette. Ugh. Bad pitch. Still a good spot. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a big dry rub guy on the wings. I am kind of spoiled though, because my dad makes some good wings. He makes a lot of good food, really. I mean, there's a reason why, you know, I've got as much heft as I've got going on. But my dad actually made some wings last night, and the way he makes them are just so much better than you're gonna get at a B-dubs or anything. It's almost a shame because, like, it makes getting wings from places not as good. That's how good they are when he makes them. You have just about every The Show game yourself except for 24. So you never got this one? I mean, you must have seen into the future then, because I feel like this would be the one to not get, and you knew it somehow. You were devastated though, because the day after you would have had a chicken sandwich, but you couldn't even take a single bite because of your pain. Yeah, man, I do not miss the days of is he really going to third and I threw it to second? Stupid. But yeah, I don't miss the days of braces and getting them tightened. Although I do miss the straight teeth. Wear your retainers, Toxic, after your braces come off. Wear your retainers like they tell you to, because your teeth will move like mine. You love you some sesame teriyaki sauce? I'm not the biggest teriyaki fan. Like, I'll eat it. It's tasty, but I don't know if I would like order it. If I had the option of a bunch of different sauces in front of me, I don't know if teriyaki would ever be something that I would order. You don't have a PS5, that's why you don't have MLB 24. Oh, I do remember that, because then, yeah, I remember on launch night you were saying you don't have the PS5, and they were like only selling the PS4 version digitally or something like that. And there was something about it that you couldn't, that was bad. I didn't get a perfect throw, I didn't get behind it, now we give up the lead. It's definitely a gamble, very good or very bad. See, I feel like I'm the opposite when I think of teriyaki. It's neither very good or very bad. It's just always kind of in the middle. It's like, okay, I mean, it is just tasty, but it's not the best it could have been. So Jay, I gotta ask, because I forgot to ask Code Dizzle earlier when he was talking WWE with me. But you say you're a big fan, but I'm curious, you ever check out any AEW? Or are you a WWE guy? You know, strict through and through, not gonna see anything else, not gonna give anything else the time of day. Because I know some people are like that. Some people, they like their WWE. They won't even give AEW a chance. Some people are the other way around. People get kind of intense about that. You know, I should make sure I have who I want warming up going into next inning. I don't know if I want Shelby Miller. He did have a solid outing last time, but Mark Leiter Jr.'s there. You've tried with AEW, but you just can't get into them. You got back into TNA recently. Interesting. I've never watched TNA. I've never been into that. But when AEW first started out, man, I haven't watched in a long time now, actually. It's probably been over a year since I've watched any AEW. But that first maybe 2-year stretch when AEW first started, like, I would consider myself overall a WWE guy, but if you had to, if I had to say like a best era, a best like time period, it'd be like the first couple years of AEW. Like, it was just so good for whatever reason. And there's yet another strikeout. You remember when B-dubs had a spicy strawberry sauce? I mean, that'd be the kind of thing you just have to order, right? Like, you see that, you know it's probably not going to be great, but you got to order it just to see. When Triple H took over the creative is when WWE got very good again. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's been very entertaining lately. Miguel Amaya just keeps getting hits, man. Oh, and that's it. That's it for the pitcher. Brock Burke. That's who we took deep last time, right? With Bellinger. Yeah, he doesn't have full energy. All right, let's take advantage of this. Make our comeback now, maybe. Or let him dot me up on the corner. You're going to the Bad Blood pay-per-view in October? Yeah, that one's in Atlanta, right? Toxic, you can go too, you and Jay. I don't think you've said anything wrestling related, so I'm guessing you're not a fan. Maybe Jay will guide you through it. Yeah, that should be a fun one, Jay. I haven't been to a show in a very long time. Did I really just strike out again? What is with all the strikeouts today? Am I just not paying enough attention, or am I just bad right now? What's going on? You've never really gotten into wrestling. Well, now's your chance. No, it's fine. I don't blame you. I feel like I don't know. I feel like wrestling is not like if it doesn't just click, then you're probably not going to be a fan. Like, it's not one of those things you can like force yourself to get into, you know? It's worth it every time to attend a show. Yeah, I don't know what's happened. I went to a show like within the first couple of months of when I started watching WWE, and there's another strikeout, because of course it is. But yeah, I've never been back since then. It was like 2010. All right, let's get a new arm in here. Mark Leiter Jr. is coming in to make sure we don't give up anything else. You have a friend who thinks baseball is boring, so I don't know. You know, I've been thinking about that, and like, I think any sport could be boring. Like, every single sport you can make the argument that it's boring. It's just a matter of if you know what's going on, because the more you know about it and the more you know what's going on and what to look for, that's when it starts getting entertaining. Like, I know before, I haven't seen him say anything in a while, so I don't know if he's still here, but Victor was talking soccer. I don't know anything about soccer. So like, to me, it's a little boring. Obviously there's something going on all the time, but I don't know the strategy. So like, to me, watching is just kind of like, okay, people running around and maybe you score one goal in 3 hours. Like, that's not fun. But it's the #1 sport in the world for a reason, so obviously it's not objectively boring. Who doesn't love a no ball movement 3-0 football game? But that's the thing, there are people who would enjoy that, because if it's 3-0 with no ball movement, that just means good defense. And if you're a defense football guy, you're gonna enjoy that. Or horrible. That's true. I guess that would be a little less entertaining if it was just bad offense that led to a 3-0 game. Iowa 7, South Dakota State 3, no touchdown. How do you score 7 without getting a touchdown? Are we talking field goal and 2 safeties? That's the only way I can build to that score in my mind. Field goal and 2 safeties. Wow. That feels like you guys know scoreigami. That almost feels like that could be like a different wing of scoreigami. Because like 7-3, that's not any type of unique score. But getting there with a field goal and 2 safeties, that is. All right, Mark Leiter Jr. does his job. We got to do our job at the plate, though. We can't let this series go to tied at 2. I don't like the sound of that. You went and watched Ohio State play MSU, and it was low scoring, very boring, and very cold. I could see that. I could see a defense low scoring game being a lot less fun when you're there and it's cold like that. Have I had a pitch clock violation on here? Only when I'm like not paying attention. So it doesn't really happen when I'm playing March to October, because I'm usually more or less engaged. But if I'm just playing some like Conquest or Moments or something on my own, and like I'll forget to pause, go on my phone or something, and all of a sudden pitch clock violation. But no, I've never had the CPU get one either. I don't know, maybe that's what you were asking, but I can't say that I'd want the CPU every once in a while to get a violation, because that just means we're wasting like 10 seconds or so on a pitch if they just hold on to it. There's no way that's staying fair, right? Yeah, no. But at the same time, it feels like if it's in the game, they probably should have it happen. You know what I mean? Like, why have a pitch clock if the CPU's never gonna wait too long? Who's keeping count, man? Because this might already be the most strikeouts I've ever had in a stream. And we're only, what? Oh, we're almost 2 hours in. I was gonna say we're only like an hour in. We're an hour and 45 minutes into this stream. This has flown by, man. It's gonna go even longer too if I can't make this comeback.
This is the type of hitter his club wants him to play, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
I'll give myself some credit for that take. I know it's only a 1-1 count. It doesn't really matter, but it's a good take. And that is the kind of pitch that I'm waiting to see. And the timing's there. It's just the PCI's off. At least it's not another strikeout. You know what? Patrick Wisdom hasn't gone deep in this stream. He is due. He is past due. Again, that's another pitch to hit. That is catching so much of the plate, and I'm just not moving the PCI where it needs to be. You're going to watch OSU play Western Michigan, assuming that one's going to be a blast night game. Yeah, it should be a blast. You know, actually, that reminds me, I think the only college game I've ever been to, at least it's the only one I remember. I think it was 2018. I went to see Northwestern take on the Akron Zips. So Big Ten versus MAC matchup like that one. And Akron won. And I'm pretty sure Northwestern was supposed to be good. Not like great, but they were supposed to be good that year, and they're losing a, what do they call them, trap game or something. It was fun though. It was a close game. All right, I'll take the walk, I guess. It's not Wisdom going deep. Remember when Auburn lost to New Mexico State? I wouldn't personally remember that. I know I've said plenty of times I am not the biggest college football guy, so that wouldn't stick out to me. But hey, NIU versus Notre Dame this year. Mark it on your calendars. It's going to happen. NIU's taking them down.
Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
Oh my gosh, dude. 95, and I'm way out in front of it. Slow the bat down. The cutter's not coming in any faster. Well, I think those thuds mean that food is starting to be prepared. Oh my god, another strikeout. Why can I not hit? This is game 4. I can't blame being rusty anymore. I've been playing for almost 2 hours now. Come on. Ah. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, guys. I don't know what to fix. I'm just off. I guess I can still somewhat blame the rust. I was gone. I was on vacation for like a week of no MLB The Show. And since I got back, all I've really played is moments. Trying to catch up on some programs. Okay, Nico Horner, he's got that one, right? Yeah. No? What? He was not out. Or he... I guess I said it myself then. I can't make the argument if I'm saying he was not out. Sure. I can't remember... Oh, and he's taking off. He's probably in there too. Perfect throw won't even get him. I can't remember the last time I've seen a challenge situation pop up, though. That made me think of that with that safe call at first. That'd be the one. That'd be where it would happen. You know what? Maybe I need to get somebody else in the game. I don't know. I keep forgetting. Whenever I'm streaming March to October, I'm always so bad at bullpen management. It's like I get sidetracked. Nah, we'll go Adbert. We'll get somebody with full energy. You know what? I am. Even though it's a 1-1 count, I'm bringing in Danny Coulomb. I think it's a better matchup against Tavares, and then he got Seager up next. Bring in the lefty. Okay, there we go. Big slider, or slurf. But now we got to deal with Seager with a runner on second. I mean, I guess pitching around Seager isn't the worst thing if we aren't hitting our spots. I feel like the college football and basketball transfer portal went crazy. See, that's something I know nothing about. I don't even know how the transfer portal works. And okay. Is it just like a player can go wherever? Like, is it just like if you're transferring schools like a normal citizen? Please, no. Oh my god, dude. So you get a ground ball beaten out by barely a step. You get a walk because a perfect eye. He didn't expand his zone at all, and now a jammed hit is going to get them an extra run. I mean, with how I'm playing, being down 1 going into the 9th was already tough enough, and now we gotta deal with an extra run. Maybe Danny Coulomb is just not the guy. Keeps giving up runs. And look at this. They are not swinging the bat. There's no way. They're okay. Series tied at 2, guys. It is what it is. You think they can go wherever, but they usually go wherever they get the most money. Yeah, that makes sense. And the team kind of has to want them to. I just didn't know if there was like some kind of rules to it, or if it was just kind of like free agency, really. I don't know. I almost don't like that. Like, I know it's different with NIL stuff, and I'm all for players getting their money, and you know, if you can go to a school where you're going to get better deals to get more money, sure. But something about college sports, I like the idea of, like, you know, just like staying with your school, if that makes any sense. NIL ruined the transfer portal. I mean, I'm all for the concept of NIL. Obviously, like I've said in the past, not the biggest college sports fan, so I don't fully know what I'm talking about, but I'm totally on board with, you know, college athletes being able to get paid for their likeness, especially in the day and age of social media like this. I mean, it'd be ridiculous, the thought of, like, if when I was going to NIU and I wasn't an athlete, but let's just say I was like the end of the bench guy or on whatever team, but I couldn't stream because now it's a money making opportunity or whatever. I don't know. It just, that seemed dumb to me. I don't think there needs to be salaries, but to not be able to make money off of you and, you know, your own opportunities. He literally had, oh wait, what are we talking about? Oh, you're still talking about your guy. Yeah, I don't even know. I think the only time I've heard the name Caleb Downs is when you've mentioned him, so I'm sure if he's a big deal, I'm sure I'll hear about him more as the season gets going. Am I going to do anything this game, or am I just going to look pathetic? Because this is feeling pathetic. I definitely didn't get enough to make that interesting. All right. Out number one. One of the best defensive players in the country. Still don't know. Like I said, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll find out at least a bit, but very good freshman safety out of Bama who entered the portal after Saban retired and had like a 95% chance to transfer to Georgia, but instead went to Ohio State. He'll be a sophomore. Well, I guess you can add that then to the short list of college players that I can name now. Name one more. I mean, the bad thing is I don't even, like, I know we've done this before, but my first thought went to trying to name an NIU guy, and I played a game. I started an NIU dynasty. I honestly don't even remember if I remember their names. And there's another strikeout to wrap it up. Guys, this is not feeling good. Like, something's feeling off right now. I can lose games of March to October. That's fine. But these two losses, the two games we've lost, they feel different. I am not doing a good job. Can I remember your friend that's in the game? Don't remember his name. I remember he went to it was Kennesaw State, right? That's where you directed me to. Don't remember his name though. All right, well, hey, you know what? All that loss meant is we get to win at home. We get to win in Wrigley, which didn't happen in 2016. So that's all we were setting up. The two losses was just to make sure that we could win the World Series at home in the friendly confines. We're playing chess, not checkers. Am I ready? I almost feel like I need to decompress a little bit. Maybe take a second, calm things down. You know what I'll do? Can I actually not remember a single other player? Like in college or just on NAU? Because in college, you've got the cover guys on the game, right? Travis Hunter, Donovan Edwards, and Quinn Ewers. I know Arch Manning. I'm really trying to think of an NIU guy. I know we had that star running back, was the best player on the depth chart. I can't quite remember his name though. It was like Ontario. Was it Brown? Or am I just thinking Brown because it sounds similar to Antonio? That might be all I got, though. That might be all I have. College football player-wise. I feel like there should be more that I know, but I can't think of any. I don't know. I guess that's all I've got. Let's go, though. Let's get into this next game here. Bottom 7. We have a 2-run lead. They are handing me this game. We gotta accept it. We gotta not blow this. I don't know, though, if I want to keep Justin Steele in. Because Josh Young is up, and Josh Young is scary to face with a lefty when he's the tying run. Let's see what we've got going on, though. We've got 2 runs on the board. PCA's got a double. Nico and Hap have driven in the runs. Steele's had a good outing. 3 hits, no runs allowed, 6 1/3, 8 punch-outs. But yeah, I think this is the time to get him out of the game. We'll go to Hector Neris, get a better matchup, and all we got to do is hold on to this lead. All right, I have to ask you guys: are the ads annoying? Because I swear, I'm looking over way more often than I like to, and seeing that it's telling me an ad's about to run. Maybe it staggers them. Maybe you guys aren't seeing them at the same time, so maybe I'm just seeing that. Like, maybe individually you guys are getting one like every half an hour, but you guys got here at different times. I don't know. Chops, you've only gotten 2. Okay, and you've been here since the beginning, so maybe it is. Maybe every single one of you individually is getting an ad at a different time, and it's popping up telling me when each of you are going to get one, and it's making it seem like way too many are running. You know, I really wish, and maybe I need to look into it because they're always changing things about like YouTube and memberships and stuff, but I really wish, and it feels like it would make sense, that if you subscribed and became a member to a channel, that you just wouldn't get ads on that channel. If that was the case, I would turn ads on. Or not ads, members. Because like I don't do it now because I just feel like I don't have anything to offer for like a membership. But if I could put in a tier that's like, hey, you know, $2 to become a member, and you guys don't have to deal with ads on anything on my channel. But I don't think it does that. Alright. We already have 2 outs. We'll take the out at second. Good job out of Neris. Got to keep the lead. Maybe I will hit this game. Did that sound optimistic? Did that sound like I had confidence? Because it didn't feel like I did when I was saying it. My thought was just maybe we have the lead. I don't need to feel pressure, so we can just kind of, you know, take the load off and just hit. Okay, I'll take my walk. Don't even have to get the bat off my shoulder. 100% confidence. You got me, Chops. You always got me. Look at that. I mean, hey, that's not a hit, but look at that swing. When was the last time I made a swing that good? It was probably when I went deep with Bellinger 2 games ago.
It's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
I'm fine with that take. We definitely don't need to swing at that to start in the bat. Like to be hitting that one though. Did I get the bullpen? No, I didn't. I mean, we'll probably just stick with Neris. We still got to handle the 8th, so maybe not Williams yet. We'll warm up Adbert. I know he doesn't have full energy, but we'll go with him. I mean, hey, if he wants to walk another guy, put another runner on for free, be my guest. Nope, he's just gonna... I mean, I guess that wasn't even that good of a backdoor slider. It was good enough to throw me off. I'm gonna be very tempted. I'm never going to, but no, that's just not... I'm going to be tempted to want to go back and count how many times I struck out. There's absolutely no need to, but it's on my mind now that I just keep striking out over and over. Maybe that's why I keep striking out, is because it's staying on my mind. I got to get that out of my mind. I got to think more positively. The confidence, like you said, Chops. I also would have preferred if Hector Neris didn't allow the tying run to come up to the plate, but that's fine. Gotta get out of my own head. You're 100% right. It's easier said than done. There we go. All right. I mean, this team is so patient. They are not chasing these good pitches just off the plate, but we're still, for the most part, sitting him down. Or are we? Because I've lost 2 games. Please turn 2 on this. Wait. Did he... I didn't think Bellinger touched first. I didn't think he was close to the base. We could have had 2 if I didn't throw it back to first. If we just put the tag down, I think we still got him. Watch him come around to score now. Okay. Dansby, you got to make this play. Let's get it there. All right, that was way closer than it needed to be, but I just needed to make sure that run didn't come around to score. You know what I also just realized or just remembered? Maybe this is what I was thinking of earlier when I thought for some reason that I faced the Rangers with the White Sox in the World Series. But this was the matchup way back in the Rangers March to October on MLB 20, near the end of MLB 20, when I was playing through March to October with Texas. We faced the Cubs, and that one went 7 games. I'll be honest, I don't want this one to go 7 games also. I don't want to lose any more. Wrap it up in game 6. You got 3 ads now. I mean, I guess that's not terrible. We've been live for 2 hours. Okay. I'll take that on an 0-2 count. Save me from striking out again. There's no reason I should be missing that. What kind of arm does the catcher have? It's too late to check now. Oh my. Staying positive. Staying positive. Every pitch is a new beginning. Not even just every batter, every pitch. Doesn't bother you either way? Well, I don't know. It kind of bothers me. Like, I know I have to be okay with it because, like, you know, that's how people are. But that's how it works, I should say. That is just, people run ads. It's not like I'm doing anything that nobody else does. It feels weird to me to be like, hey, you know, stop and catch this word from Progressive and miss me play for 15 seconds. I don't know. I really thought I pieced that up, and I'm under it. If I'm not hitting that, I'm not hitting. We just gotta hope. You know what? I don't think I warmed up Devin Williams. We gotta hope Devin Williams can close out this game. We gotta hope we load in with a lead in Game 6, and that's just gonna be how we win this World Series, which is a shame because I feel like throughout this whole season I was hitting pretty good with this Cubs team, and yeah, I didn't get enough of that one either. So we're heading to the bottom of the ninth. Didn't do anything personally since coming into this game, but we still have a 2-run lead. I didn't fully get Williams warmed up. That's all good.
Devin Williams into the game, and he's got a big time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters are going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance. The pitch. That clips the zone, and the count 1-1. It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off. Go up there and relax. That's the only way you're
I want to go to that pitch again. He looked helpless. And there we go. All right. They actually chase a pitch out of the zone. I guess it takes the Devin Williams airbender to do that. Yeah, and not letting Seager come up with the, or being the tying run is big. Most damage he can do right now is cut the lead in half. Don't like that, though. I don't like that. You know what I just realized? Toxic never confirmed my my listing of more college players. I hope I appeased you, Toxic, if you're still here. Yeah, I don't think I could do 5 more. Okay. I mean, hey, if we just got the screwball out of the zone to Seager, we might have been done with this. That screwball's been working. What was my list? I don't even remember now. I named the 3 cover guys from the game, and then I named Arch Manning, and was it just the Caleb Downs guy? Or are we including him, or did I say another one? Or I said the NIU guy, Ontario Brown, which I couldn't quite remember if that was his name, but it's close enough. That is his name. Like I said, I couldn't remember if it was Brown or if I was just thinking Brown because Ontario sounds like Antonio. That is a pitch. And there we go. Cutter does it. I mean, that is a terrible win. I never feel good about those wins when I load in with a lead, don't do anything, and still win the game. But a win's a win, and I'm desperate for a win at this point. We only need 1 more. And I don't know if I can do 4 more for you, Toxic, man. I was really thinking, and I could not come up with any more players. Like, I don't even have a thought of who. You know, it's not like I'm thinking, oh, like there's this one player on whatever team that I feel like I should know, but I don't. There's nothing up there. You said a name earlier. I don't even remember that one. Don Edwards being the front main cover guy still has you baffled. I don't know why that was so difficult to read that, but yeah, I don't know enough about him. I just know it was Blake Corum, who was the Michigan running back last year, the star. He's like an 88 overall in the game. They got an 88 overall in the cover, or I guess I was gonna say, I guess, you know, this game has Vlad on the cover, but Vlad's been good this year. Vlad's definitely above an 88 overall. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you said initials M and S. That didn't even ring a bell. What do we have here? It's okay. We're down 2 this time. Great. We're going to game 7 then. That duo they had was deadly. Gotta respect the talent from a backup. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I just know Blake Corum was the guy, and they always say he was so good, and that's how they detract from JJ McCarthy, because they're like, all he had to do was hand the ball to Blake Corum. I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom though before we get this game started. Clear my head, step away for a bit, and then come back and hit. Alright, we're back. I'm a new person now. Head's clear. We're hitting. Nothing that happened has happened, according to me now. Alright, what'd I miss? Jay's got another WWE question. What do I think of Raw going to Netflix in January? I think it'll be cool. I don't really care where it is, you know? I don't care where I watch it as long as I can watch it, and I can watch it. I've got Netflix. Vlad on the cover was weird. If anything, he should have been last year's, and they could have handed 24 off to your GOAT Gunner or something. I mean, like, obviously Gunner was good last year, but I feel like it was this year that he's really taken that step. I don't know. It's always interesting to think about oh, yeah, you confused me there, Chops. You were just repeating what I said, and I'm sitting here confusing myself. That's how bad my memory can be sometimes. Oh, we got to face DeGrom. God. I do wonder, though, now that we're talking about next year's cover, I wonder who that's going to be. I feel like ever since Jazz all of a sudden was the cover of 23, anything can happen. You know what, I know we don't have anything, but I should look at just what we've got going on in this game. Marcus Simeon's got a bomb. DeGrom's punched out 7. We have Kyle Hendricks giving up 2 runs, but he's punched out 10. That's not very Hendricks-like. Probably Juan Soto or something. That'd be interesting, because then they could do something similar to what they did with Harper, right? Because Soto hasn't signed anything yet. He's still supposed to be a free agent after the season. As far as I know, maybe I missed something.
For the Rangers, Jonathan Hernandez up and throwing. Burke, the left-hander.
That, okay. I told you we were back. All I needed to do was get up, look away from the screen for a couple minutes, and we are back. One swing and Patrick Wisdom has us out front. Look at that. Look at how things can change. Incredible. I mean, I was not hitting that if I just decided to keep playing. If I just decided to keep pushing. I mean, last game I get a hanger like that, it is doing nothing. That felt great. That felt so good. I don't need to do anything else. I mean, I shouldn't say that. It's not like I've not given up runs to these guys. I definitely would like to score more. I thought that was going to tail foul. All right. That wasn't very good then. You'd like to see Bobby Witt Jr. on the cover of 25? That feels very likely. That definitely could be who it's going to be. Or you know what they really should do? There's only one team that's making history this year, and that's the Chicago White Sox. They should just get that whole team on the cover. We didn't do it again, did we? No, that's a little bit deeper part of the field, yeah. If that was a little bit more towards the gap, we go deep again. Imagine, though, imagine that cover of the 2024 White Sox just as a team, as a whole.
Top of inning number 7, and now it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe.
Gunnar had some rough lefty splits last year, but Vladdy's 2023 season was actually kind of downright bad. I mean, I don't disagree. But kind of like I said, when they put Jazz on the cover, I feel like everything's on the table. I almost feel like they don't really do it totally based on like how good the player is anymore. You know what I mean? Like with Jazz, they kind of had the whole like Bahamas theme and that, and then this year with Vlad, it was the Dominican, right? They kind of focused on. Maybe that's just their kind of strategy, is they, instead of necessarily, I mean, not like Jazz and Vlad are bad, or they're not big names, because people knew who they were. Maybe less so Jazz than Vlad. But maybe that's kind of what they're doing, is instead of picking like the best player, they're picking players to like represent a certain market that they want to highlight or target or something.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in Game 6 of the World Series.
Because actually, I mean, obviously Shohei was like the best player in baseball in 21 going into 22, but you could almost make the case that that was similar with him being on the cover for 22, because then you cover Japan, you know.
Take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. Right there.
Yeah, dude. That was nasty. I didn't give enough credit to Kyle Hendricks for that strikeout, but he might be throwing the ball today. He had 10 strikeouts when we loaded in. And this is Kyle Hendricks we're talking about.
In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on this approach. Next pitch is downstairs. And the right-hander deals.
And look at that spot, dude. Kyle Hendricks wants this ring today. He wants to do it himself. They definitely don't, but if they give Vlad the cover, or the 23 cover, which he deserved more than Jazz, and Gunner / Witt 24, they could have gotten both with one stone. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't disagree. I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. I don't know when they decide. You know, like when they were picking Jazz, did they know that Vlad was going to be who they were looking at for the year after?
Making his way through the
Because it does almost seem like it would be like that because, like you said, Vlad's 2023 wasn't great. So it'd be kind of weird if he wasn't in the plan and then in the middle of that season they were like, oh yeah, let's throw Vlad on the cover. You know, like it seems like that would be something they would have planned in advance.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action. And another ball. Next offering upstairs. Just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
That just fooled me. That was a good pitch. I'm not taking away from me. I'm giving credit to DeGrom. I don't need my mindset to fall again. We got back to a good spot. Don't want that to go away. Well, that doesn't help. But again, that's just a good pitch. It's a good pitch. They really... I disagree. I didn't go. Not even close.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Too far under it. Not enough power. Almost, though. That's not a terrible swing. That's not my worst swing. You wouldn't think he was in consideration for 23, but that also feels like the only way he would have gotten the 24 cover. Yeah, like I said, it really makes you wonder what they or how they go about deciding it. Like, did they already know who was going to be on next year's cover, like last year or something? I would assume they know by now. I feel like that was a thing they kind of used to do, was they would kind of know and they would do all the like the promotional stuff and then take the pictures and everything around the All-Star break. Okay, PCA keeping the inning going. I like it. If they didn't consider him for 23, how they add him to the short list after that season, exactly. That's kind of what I was saying. They draw from a hat. Hopefully that hat has literally every option because, oh my God, never mind what I was saying. Ian Happ to the absolute moon, past the moon, to Mars. That felt very good. I know I'm not acting super excited, but that just felt very good. That was just satisfying after a whole stream of just not doing anything right, guys. Just not looking good. That one felt good. That one felt very good. We're wrapping this up, guys. This is the end of the Cubs' march to October. This game right here, Happ just sealed it. These last couple innings are a formality. Yeah, no, we're still good on the bullpen. Dude, now they're scared to pitch to me. They know something clicked after that Happ home run. It's the City Connects making the difference here. That's got to be what it is. Look at me. I'm feeling so good that I was swinging 3-0 and we're picking up a hit like that. That's how you know things changed. Come on, Bellinger. One more. He's the one who's had the power this postseason. Give me one more before it's all said and done here. Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I thought that was the pitch to do it on. I'll take my perfect swing, though, but just need a little lift on it. Needed to get under it a bit. Why couldn't this have clicked before? I mean, it's pointless to think about that, but man, some of those earlier games were miserable with my hitting. I couldn't have just done this wrap this series up earlier. Okay, well, I guess I still have some lingering bad hitting here, bad swings. Okay, that one was supposed to be a check swing. I was very late. Okay, is the strategy just let's throw hanging sliders here and I'm not doing anything? Nope, that one wasn't hanging. That was just a good pitch. But you know what? We add 2 more. We've got a 3-run lead. Even if I don't do anything else in the 8th inning, I'm feeling good. And Hendricks is feeling good too. I am sticking with him after what he did last inning. He's going to take us through 8. And if we don't score any more, we'll bring in Williams. But if we make this not a save situation, I might just let Hendricks finish this. I mean, he has to be the longest tenured Cub, right? There's no one even close. So it'd be very fitting if he could finish it off all on his own. I'll take it. Weak contact, nothing behind it. Are you guys hyped? You guys are witnessing history right now. You guys are about to see the first World Series win live. I've won so many World Series in March to October over the years on this channel, but never live, and we're closing in on it. I mean, this is about to be a moment you're going to tell your grandchildren about. Remember when J.K. Perfect 10 won his first live March to October World Series? What was that like, Grandpa? Tell me about it. I mean, that bathroom break is going to be like the rain delay Jason Hayward pep talk. Everyone's going to be talking. Oh, remember when he got up, went to the bathroom, reset the mind. Sports Center top 10 play.
And another ball.
Oh, I needed that to get him. I don't want to mess around here with Seager up next. There we go. Big pitch. 87. Blown past him. 1 to go. You're about to say the bathroom break is up there with the 2016 rain delay. It really is. It's the same level. I mean, it really, maybe you edge out the rain delay just slightly because of the 100-year World Series drought significance, but, you know, it's right up there. Did I don't think I got Williams warming up. Let's make sure we do that. Oh, I thought I still had maybe a couple more good swings in these bats. That was almost it. That was almost destroyed. I mean, it was destroyed. That was kind of destroyed too, but is it going to get over his head? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We still got more. Let's keep it going. Let's pour some runs on here. Not even make it close. Morel? I haven't done anything with him. At least that I can remember. I don't think I got enough. That is hit way deeper than it should have with that swing. Come on. Come on. Miguel Amaya, Mr. Postseason right here. Although I think it just said he was 3 for 21 in the World Series, so maybe not quite. And yeah. Yeah, maybe not quite. I didn't think that was going to end up below the zone. I thought I was actually about to hit that. But here it is, guys. We got 3 outs to go. I am going to go to Devin Williams. Can't mess around. You got 3, 4, 5 due up. But we are 3 outs away from history. Hendricks did his job. Now it's on to the closer. The shortest tenured Cub, I think.
And the pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Can Nico Horner make this play? He hasn't been very good going to his right, and he's still not. Still can't make the play going up the middle. I think that's 0 for 3 on plays like that.
And all of a sudden, the pressure moves to the other team. They came into this one feeling pretty good, but now that he's on, changes things a little bit.
Okay. Let's punch him out. Let's get him chasing. Or not. Oh, that's a perfect spot. Look at him putting it right on the corner. There's one. Ooh. They're not really biting. They're not really biting at anything I'm throwing out of the zone here. They want to bring this back. I'm not going to let them. Man, he's not chasing. It's not fooling him. Oh, and wait, maybe? Oh, they did ring him up. I didn't think he went around. I missed my spot terribly. I thought we were about to bring the tying run up to the plate. That is a huge call. Bailed. One more, and it's Marcus Semien. And nobody is biting on that screwball right now. And that pitch was so good in his last outing, and today, it's not fooling anybody. That's strike 2. 1 to go. What pitch do we get it on? Do we finally get a chase on the airbender? Nope, he's gonna rocket it off the basket. Okay. Well, that's not quite what I wanted to have happen. Who's up? Josh Young? It's all good. We don't have a lefty. Devin Williams throws from the right side. There we go. There's strike 2. Somebody finally missed that screwball. Now we'll go up. Just put him away. Somebody. Devin, find something here. Oh my gosh. They're not going down without a fight, man. I was not expecting this. Pop up. We got him. Nico's there. He's going to make the final play. And the Cubs have won the 2024 World Series. We did it. I mean, this was a rough one. We had a great season, a really solid postseason for the most part. And then this World Series was so rough for the first 5 games, even though we won 3 of them. But it wasn't until this game that we finally broke through and had a game that I can feel good about to wrap it up. And there it is. Like I said, history. The first time I've ever clinched a World Series. Remember where you were today. Mark it down. Write it down. Etch it in stone. You were here when I won my first live World Series. And it was the Cubs of all teams. The White Sox fan. The White Sox and Brewers fan. Winning the World Series with the Cubs. I mean, that is such a relief. That is such a relief. I obviously didn't want to lose, but like my first live March to October, I couldn't lose, right? I couldn't lose. And there were some points here in this series where it was not feeling good, but we did it. 2 down, 28 to go. Spin the wheel. Oh, I mean, I can't remember, Victor, if you were here yet when I said I'm gonna hold off on spinning the wheel for the next team just because I don't quite know what I want to do in the near future with March to October's here live. I mean, I'm probably gonna do another one. I'm not saying I'm not going to. I just don't know when. And since I don't know when, and I also didn't have it set up, we'll hold off on spinning the wheel. But man, you saying 2 down, 28 to go, I legitimately, like, I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but when I decided to start streaming March to October, there was part of me that was like, man, what if I actually do get in the streaming rhythm and stream enough to do one with every single team, and we cover the entire 30 teams in the MLB. It wasn't gonna happen. It's definitely not gonna happen now, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right, stream's not over yet though. We still got some things to look at. We've got some team affinity points, which actually helps because I haven't finished chapter 3 yet. But yeah, we're gonna look at some things in franchise, do our typical March to October wrap up here. Just make sure there's nothing else worth seeing in here, I don't think. Now with that attitude, I mean, I don't even know at this point. It was what, 8 streams to finish the Cubs. So that's 8 streams if we just figure every team's gonna take 8 streams, right? And 28 more teams. So 8 times 28, we're looking at 224. So if I streamed March to October for the next 224 straight days, then maybe we would finish all 30 teams. But I'm thinking MLB 25 is going to be out before 224 days. And Victor, you're right. We still got the NIU Dynasty to play. We can't play March to October for the next 224 days. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into franchise here. Let's look at who won some awards, because honestly, it's been so long, I don't even remember who had a good like regular season for us, who might be in the mix for some awards. All right, let's take a look here first at monthly awards, and we're in the National League. So did we have any players of the month? Not in April. We had Seiya Suzuki take it home in May with a 10 home run, 374 batting average. That's a good month. Justin Steele, pitcher of the month in June. Nobody in July, nobody in August, and Justin Steele again in September. So maybe Steele is in line for a Cy Young, potentially. Before we get there, I want to see what he did. 341 ERA, 221 strikeouts. That might not be good enough. That's probably not going to be good enough. I don't remember though. I really don't remember what a lot of our regular seasons were. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. First we got to see World Series MVP is Ian Happ. He hit 3 homers in the World Series. I guess he must have hit one that I didn't hit because I hit 2. And then postseason MVP in general, that goes to Nico Horner over Bellinger. I guess Bellinger's average did dip, but he still hit 7 bombs. Okay. It's never a pitcher. I really wonder when the year's going to be when they finally allow a pitcher to take home postseason or World Series MVP. But it's not this year. All right, so let's check. Regular season MVP goes to Shohei Ohtani, because of course it does. We're in the National League. It's not going to go to anybody else. But look who comes runner-up. Patrick Wisdom with his 49 home runs, 256 average. Doesn't feel like it should put him up there, but it did. I would not have thought this. I remember Patrick Wisdom had quite the season. I didn't think it was MVP runner-up good. But yeah, Ohtani, if he's going to hit 57 home runs, bat 315, it doesn't really matter what he does pitching, even though he was still pretty good on the mound. 272 strikeouts. Insane. So what about the AL then? AL goes to Corey Seager. You kind of figured it had to. And I don't know. I don't remember who was asking earlier if he won Triple Crown. I don't think there's a way to look at that. At least out of these three, he has the most in all three. So there's definitely a chance he won Triple Crown. Cy Young goes to Spencer Strider. How are my Braves fans feeling about that one? Spencer Strider in the year 2024 winning the Cy Young. What could have been, right? AL, that's going to go to Garrett Cole. So yeah, Justin Steele nowhere to be found. Batting title goes to Freddie Freeman and Yordan. So Yordan beat out Seager. So no Triple Crown for Seager. Reliever of the year, we don't have anybody there. And Rookie of the year, I don't think... Oh, no, we did have rookies. And look at that. We've got the winner and the runner-up. Jordan Wicks and Cam Sanders, two pitchers, both punching out 186 batters. All right. I honestly completely forgot about either of those guys being rookies, but that makes sense. Then we're talking Hank Aaron Award. That goes to Shohei. Yordan in the AL. Trout with 50 home runs. I know I saw that earlier, but it didn't register. Another what could have been. I mean, I guess he did play a little bit this year, and he probably wasn't getting to 50, but maybe. I want to see Trout with another full healthy season, man. I don't want it to be over for him. All right, now we're just into the Gold Gloves. Not going to bother looking at the other league. We'll just see if we get anybody here. And we got Dansby going, well, he's three-peating now, I guess. And maybe even more, because it only shows 3 seasons back. But Dansby's taking home shortstop Gold Glove. We like to see that. Ian Happ runner-up, though, for a Gold Glove left field. Bellinger wins it in center field. That's good. Even though he wasn't even a center fielder when, well, I guess you can't really see anything here. But yeah, once we called up PCA, Bellinger was not doing much in center field. So that kind of feels cheap. I wonder if that is a cheap way to do it, because obviously playing first base, you're going to get way more putouts than you would in center field. So he's at 618 while the runner-up is at 259. And then right field, it's going to Tatis. Silver Sluggers, of course, Patrick Wisdom had to be in the same category as Ohtani. You get runner-up and MVP, and you can't even win a Silver Slugger because the MVP is the same position. Are we going to have anybody else? Nico Horner third. And nobody. So no Silver Sluggers. We got a couple Gold Gloves. Rookie of the Year. That's it for our awards. And I think that's it. Unless there's anything else you guys want me to quick look at, I think that does it for the Cubs March to October. I really don't have anything more to say. I mean, it was, in terms of the March to October itself, is a good one. You know, solid team. We had a lot of solid seasons. I hit well for the most part up until that World Series. But I've said it plenty of times, so I don't really need to get into it. But definitely wish I would have been more consistent. We could have been at this point way back in April if I was, and we could have been on to plenty of new teams by now. But I can't go back and change it. So it is what it is. Thank you guys for showing up. I always enjoy talking to you guys in the chat. I mean, we talked about so many different things today, so it's always fun. And yeah, I don't 100% know what's in store next. I definitely want to do the White Sox theme team. We got to get back on the NIU Dynasty. And I know I said at one point, and I still want to, I just want to play some ranked. I just want to hop on, play some ranked on stream with my God Squad, maybe try and make a World Series push. So if things go according to plan, hopefully, and I really don't want to oversell this and not deliver again like I always have been, but hopefully we'll be seeing a decent amount of streams in the near future. But it's still me, so take that with a grain of salt. But anyway, guys, that's where we're gonna call it for today. So again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the whole series, man. I know some of you were around for probably the entire of this Cubs March to October. So thanks again. But yeah, that's it for me. And I will see you guys next time, whenever that could be.